Ladies and gentlemen, Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live again on a Friday evening from Bravery Studios, Clifton, New Jersey. That drop never gets old.
It never does.
Thank you to that man. Thank you. I'm Darth Messiah, the Dark Side Savior, always and forever on his worst behavior. I don't get hard, I stay hard. Because I missed the DM, I stay in your mama's DMs. And my partner in crime.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Alex, the motherfucking hero, a.k.a. the Stan Lee of podcasting, a.k.a. leader of the Fuck the Revival Revolver, wherever the fuck they want to be renamed, a.k.a. this Fuck the Vince McMahon era, and a.k.a. the invention of crippling crawl space, and you were running to a crawl space.
And on the other side of the glass, the gnarliest of all the Marvs, the super producer, Mr. Gnarly Marv.
What up, guys? How you doing?
You know what? Chilling. I'm thinking about being Big E and start working on Cameo. Start doing voiceovers for people that need it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. Go into that, man.
Speaking of which, did you see that that virtual meet and greet WWE's selling now? It's like $125 for like a 5-minute conversation.
Fuck that.
But
that sounds retarded. That sounds like that dude that spent $400 to act Alexa Bliss out. She told him no.
But for $125, you get a 5-minute conversation with your favorite superstar. Also, they send you a bunch of free shit. Apparently, they're giving you like the medium grade replica title belts, not the ones that are like $400, the ones that are like $150. So technically, you're getting a free belt out of it.
Oh, David, if like that, then shit, we should do one for the podcast. All we need is 5 minutes asking some questions.
Yeah, I guess.
We could do it ahead of time and just play it in the background on the side.
Yeah. Oh,
but you know they can't charge us for we went live and try to charge us for extra or anything like that.
Right. However, I think it's like a 1-day only thing. I don't know when it is. I didn't read that deep into it.
You need to find out.
Yeah. What's going on down there by you?
Shit, rain every day for almost 3 straight weeks now.
What?
It's been 90-something degrees, and then somewhere midday or at midnight, it started pouring down raining. It's been doing it for 3 weeks.
What did it rain Tuesday, Marv?
Yeah.
It was like Sunday and Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been nice.
Yeah, a little streak. What up? We have the commission in the building.
What up, Calvin?
Nice. It's been nice down here too. But when it get hot, it's hot. And then as soon as you think, oh yeah, it's nice outside, I'm about to go do some plans. All of a sudden the sky opened up and he like, yeah, all right, you got the game fucked up. Rain.
Shit.
And then at the end of your day.
Damn, that sucks.
Yep, so that's why I got PlayStation Now, and I've been on that bitch every day since then.
Yeah, man. That's how you live, bro. That's how you gotta live.
Speaking of which, where the fuck did Fall Guys come from? That shit is addictive.
Oh boy.
Bro, I should take over.
First of all, one, I don't know where Fall Guys came from. But two, I'm happy the fuck you came from somewhere. Cause that shit fun as hell.
Yo. I spent like a good 3 hours watching that on my day off on Twitch.
Yeah, we was playing it yesterday on Twitch too. Me, DX, and Pete after the podcast.
Oh, I should have. Well, I had to go to sleep for work, but
it's the new craze.
Yo, it's so simple.
Yeah,
but it's so like hectic at the same time.
Yep.
And that's the point of the game. It's like instead of you watching TV and watching people around the world go do something fun, you get to play it online with a whole bunch of people for real. So now you're really trying to fight for first place. What, man? The first time I got on that damn game, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until somebody was like, hey, bro, it's almost like Ninja Warrior, but with all y'all on the same screen. Yes. I said, fuck that, then I know what I got to do. Yes. I started sabotaging niggas.
It's a Japanese game show. It's exactly what it is.
Pretty much.
Oh, it's, what's it? What was that damn show to come on Spike with the
Wipeout?
No. NXT. That's NXT when they used to have all the Asian dudes run up and try to do all the little shit to get to the end. Then they had them do the little circuit course one by one, and they used to work over. That's all. That's all it is. It's just a game version of it. I'm just happy the shit is fun. That shit is fun as hell.
What up, George? George in the chat.
George won 3 times. He said, "Bro."
Yo, I feel like the one with the hexagon floors where you just fall down. I feel like that's the hardest one to win.
The hexagon floors.
Where it's a bunch of levels, and when you step on a little panel, it disappears and you drop.
Yo, I don't even remember them too much. We were saucy playing it yesterday.
Okay,
To be honest, I don't think I've seen nobody on Twitch or YouTube that's been sober playing that game.
Yeah.
That looks like the hardest level. That one seems like there's like no skill to that one. That one's all chance.
It was me, Mighty Pete, and DX, and we were taking shots every time we got eliminated. DX was just laid out on the floor, like sleeping, just passed out. It was a good time. It was a good
nice. Yeah. I'll probably be watching some more Fall Guys.
Man. What's going on up here, though?
That's about it. Oh, I almost beat up some homeless guy in the parking lot at my job.
That's just a good way to start a conversation. What happened?
Well, I'm sitting in my car minding my business. He walks up to my car trying to talk to me. I'm like, yo, go away. So he's still standing there like waving his arms trying to get my attention. And I kept ignoring him, and then he kicked my door. So,
you deserve to hit that nigga with a rock bottom.
So I got out the car. I started yelling at him. He's like, oh, no, I'm sorry, slow down, I'm sorry. And I guess he's like split personality because like that, all of a sudden he wanted to fight me. However, conveniently there was mall security nearby, so they took care of it and he was arrested. So I didn't have to like actually get into any altercation.
Let me tell you right now, I just told them niggas, hey bro, look, I told y'all niggas $20 a piece. Y'all just stand there and let nobody get between this ass for what anybody get.
Oh, so after I went to pick up the police report, I took it to the security manager at my job, and I'm like, if this guy comes in the store and he touches me, he's going to the hospital.
Darth, the APA helped Darth.
Well, if I was up there, I am part of the APA, so I'd help him.
Yo.
I looked the security manager in the eyes. I was like, look me in the eyes. If he touches me, he's going to the hospital.
Yeah, he was about to get power bombed through a BMW, said George. That would have been great.
No, I'm more on the full Nelson wave.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Suplex City all day.
Suplex City, bitch.
That would have been me.
Speaking of wrestling, the Thunderdome. Alex, did you get the email for the Thunderdome?
I think Alex muted his mic. Alex, you muted or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I did remember. I was talking to my wife.
Did you get an email for Thunderdome?
No, I did not. That's when you hit me up and asked me, did I say that shit? I was like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so I was one of the chosen members of the WWE Universe to get the email for the Thunderdome.
Oh.
I got that Wednesday afternoon. I registered, and they sent me an email Thursday morning saying, at 5:15, please log on to your device, test your camera, yada, yada, yada. Please keep your clothes on. Don't wear anything political. Don't wear anything inappropriate. WWE merchandise is preferred. So I went and I put my Uso shirt on. So I was wearing WWE merchandise. Oh, sorry, official WWE merchandise. Because if it's some Pro Wrestling Tees stuff, they will kick you off the stream.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
They don't have a good relationship with Pro Wrestling Tees?
No,
Wow.
because WWE, the shop, has their own products.
Yeah, I guess.
So if it's Pro Wrestling Tees, if it's some middle in the mall stuff, if it's Hot Topic stuff, you're getting taken off the stream because it's not official WWE merchandise.
The plot thickens.
So what happened? So what happened if I bring us some old WWE unofficial, official merchandise? Because you know, back then they did have some old WWE T-shirts that was made for them, but not made by them.
I would assume that's okay, but anyway, that's not the point. So I logged in. I was sitting there ready to go. It's 5:20. I'm still sitting there. It's 5:30. I'm sitting there, and the whole time they're playing Flow Rider, My House.
Oh my God.
Bro, do they own Flow Rider? at this point? I think some real shit.
It's just on a loop, and there's just like rotating pictures in the background. So it's now 5:45. I'm still sitting there. I got nothing. I sat there for half an hour. I get on Twitter, and everybody's like, "Oh, the stream ended." I was like, "What? I never saw anything." And here's the other thing. When I first heard about the Thunderdome sneak peek, they're like, "There's going to be a dark match. You're just going to have two random people have a match, so you can watch it." So then, when I got on Twitter, people was like, "Oh, there was no match. There was just a bunch of clips." And then other people
No,
like,
there was
"Oh,
a match.
Exactly. Everybody had a different experience. Some people just saw the clips. Some people actually got to see the match and see the arena. I saw nothing.
Damn.
I looked at a picture of Flo Rida and listened to My House for half an hour.
You could do that for free.
Exactly. I could have done that on my own damn time.
Man, that's heartbreaking.
That's funny.
Anyway.
It is. It's sad to get to the flow ride. It could have been worse. They could have been playing something like Bow Wow.
Anyway, so I signed up for tomorrow. Tomorrow. I signed up for the NXT one. I haven't gotten a response yet because now you have to sign up on the Thunderdome website if you want to be a part of it going forward. So
I might have to try to sign up so I can be in that bitch acting a damn fool.
Forgetting that I have to work tomorrow night, so I'm not going to be able to get into the NXT one anyway. So I guess I'll sign up for SummerSlam one, see if I'll get chosen for that one. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get into one of these somehow. Yeah, George, you can't hit refresh. If you hit refresh, it'll kick you out of the stream.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'll kick you all the way out, so you got to stay there and just let that shit rock.
That's brutal. Listen to Flo Rida on.
Yeah, if you hit refresh, it signs you out.
That was just like Clockwork Orange type of shit, man. Like, sit there and force you to watch, listen to Flo Rida.
And in my defense, I have premium internet. I have the highest internet speed Verizon gives to residential. My fucking cable bill, for the cable alone, is fucking $98 a month. So it wasn't my fucking internet.
That's crazy because my internet is trash down here where I'm at, and on the other internet I can get is satellite, and I don't want that because it storms like crazy down here. So that'll make me even worse. I need to move closer to uptown Charlotte where they got Google Fiber so I can be up there as fast as everybody else.
I think my internet is like 860 megs upload, like 740 download. It's some ridiculous shit. So it's not my internet.
Look, at the end of the day, I want that one that woman got. She lives on the border between two states, and she got internet. I don't know what the fuck she got, but her upload and download speed is like damn near like a terabyte.
Oh shit!
She has the fastest internet on the earth. and it's some old ass lady. That's what the fuck this bitch gonna look at online. The fuck happening?
Yeah, George, I don't play with my home internet. My home internet is pristine. Yeah, matter of fact, I can stand in the middle of the street on my phone and still be on Wi-Fi.
I can do that in my house too, but you know,
5
I just
bars.
can't do this.
5 bars in the middle of the street. I'm surprised people don't try to steal my shit. But then again, I have the weirdest fucking password. It's like 5 different words with a bunch of numbers in between each word. But anyway.
Oh, first of all, one, our internet got 3 different passwords depending on how lucky you are when it rotates in the month. You might get through, you might not. That's the only thing good. That's the only thing good Comcast got, bro. You could put multiple passwords, and then it'll just randomly switch throughout the month. So somebody be like, "Oh, I got knocked off." And why the password don't work? It's the second one. Try that one. It ain't that one. Okay, then it's the first one. Okay, you better hope you don't get knocked off again because we ain't playing this against the game all the time.
Yeah. So Thunderdome screwed me last night. Yeah, Thunderdome screwed me. That was my Wednesday night.
They're saying your
night.
password is "Can you dig it, sucker?"
Can you dig it, sucker? Oh, cream of the crop. Yo, I was in Wawa today. Kelvin, I'll send it to you later. I was in Wawa today. They have the biggest Slim Jims you've ever seen. You know how they have the Monster Slim Jims? There's a size up from the Monster Slim Jims now.
Oh,
It's the Savage size.
First of all, a size bigger than a Slim Jim is a fucking infant. What the fuck?
So the slogan on it says, "It's meaty, it's savage."
I might have to use that slogan. I might get sued, but fuck it.
Yo, matter of fact, I'll send it to you and Kelvin right now. This shit is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the only good time I like having a dual screen phone so I can look at shit you send me without having to leave this stream.
Boom. Kelvin is coming to you too. Savage size. So meaty, it's savage. Yes, snap into a Slim Jim. If somehow you people on the street can see that.
Let me say right now, that sounds so gay to say that now. Yo, let me get that savage size Slim Jim. I'm gonna start calling that bitch a grizzly now. Like everybody's been calling fucking hot dogs grizzlies in New York. I'm gonna like, look, man, yo, let me get one of them grizzlies to snap into real quick.
I'm looking at the picture that says 3 times larger than the giant ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bigger than the giant Slim Jim.
My brother-in-law likes Slim Jims. I'm about to send this to his ass and have his ass go around Charlotte looking for that shit.
Hold on. It's a 3-ounce Slim Jim. It's fucking humongous. Pause.
Oh, before we talk about wrestling.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do your store sell 3-liter sodas?
Yes, but it's generic brand.
Okay, because I saw a 3-liter one down here, but it wasn't a generic brand. It was a Dr. Pepper.
See, I've never seen 3-liter name brands.
They used to.
I've never seen one either. And it threw me off because somebody was like, yeah, I'm trying to get that 3-liter soda. And I'm like, they got 3-liter soda? Let me go see. And they came back, it was a Dr. Pepper. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, name brands make a 3-liter?
That's the thing. I know they exist. I've just never seen them in New Jersey.
They who was it? Bloomberg. Oh, so the mayor of New York or governor.
Oh yeah, he banned all the big size
3
sodas.
liters because he blamed obesity on it.
He also any like. You know how like the 7-Eleven Big Gulps?
Yep.
Or like supersizing McDonald's. Well, not even supersized. Even the large at McDonald's is gone. Yeah. I think the biggest you can get is a 20-ounce drink at a fast food restaurant or like the Big Gulps at like 7-Eleven and Quick Check and Wawa. 20 ounces is the biggest you can get.
Yep. Welcome to the South, Alex, said Kelvin.
Oh, look at that shirt. Look at that shirt.
Oh, yeah, bro. Just that Call of Duty.
Retribution.
You know? Got to be different, you dig?
I guess that would be our segue, Retribution. What do you think about Retribution? I'm still not on the bandwagon.
Oh, man. First of all, one, all they are is NXT extras. 2, I don't get the whole concept unless they're trying to steal EC3's little group from TNA. That's what it felt like, because they didn't get brought up until he showed up on TNA with his group. And all of a sudden, that same week, all of a sudden they was up there. And I was like, it's a little strange out of the blue. Y'all saying I got a group wearing black hoodies, like EC3 little group walking around with hoodies on. I said, I guess y'all are mad at EC3, huh?
But it
is what it is at this point.
That's just the thing. Right now, it's NXT extras. They haven't revealed who the actual final people are going to be. These are just stand-in people until they have actual names and faces. But
you know who they want the leader to be, like everything else.
Who?
CM Punk.
Oh yeah. I heard that. But yeah, they don't.
I got tired of that real quick.
Yeah, they don't have a mission statement. They don't have any real purpose. They're just going around messing stuff up just for the sake of messing stuff up.
When they broke the window of the Performance Center, I was like, what was the whole purpose of that? Like, y'all niggas already been inside the Performance Center. Ain't like y'all had to break in. When they open the door and walk the fuck in.
They set the generator on fire. They destroyed the TV truck. It's like, why? We still don't know why. You're just messing stuff up to mess it up. At least when Nexus did it, they had a reason.
You know what? I think they did that for the only reason because they knew they were going to get a Thunderdome, so they just tried to fuck it up so they could move somewhere else.
I guess.
But it's still stupid. It's still a stupid concept. I don't know, bro. They're just trying to do whatever the fuck they can at this point right now.
Like, I want it to be good. WWE they haven't successfully done an invasion angle ever. I was hoping maybe this would be the first one that they did right. But so far,
they did though. They did one good when the whole WCW got bought. The ECW thing. That was only good invasion because you had WCW that was just acquired, and everybody thought they was gonna get fired. Nobody thought Booker T and them was gonna show up in WWE after the Radicals, the only group that showed up in Jericho.
I mean, it was good. It was good, but think of how good it could have been if all the people that were signed to Turner and not WCW had actually shown up.
The NWO. I think it just needed the NWO.
Yeah, if you had gotten all the name brands, the NWO, the Ric Flairs, the Stings, the Goldbergs, if they had shown up, the invasion would have been 10 times better. But instead, you got Buff Bagwell.
For one match.
You see how he looked lately?
Yeah.
That nigga bicep looked like a golf ball. I said, what happened to this man? And he got the Vegeta hairline cut now.
Nice.
Damn.
I was like, God damn, bud, what happened?
He ain't
Especially
the
after that
stuff no
little
more.
video he posted with that black eye he had. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. He gonna be Perry Saturn soon. Watch.
Oh.
So other than Retribution on Raw, we got the Hurt Business. Shelton Benjamin had a match with Apollo Crews, and if Apollo Crews beat Shelton Benjamin, that meant Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley were banned from ringside at SummerSlam, and Apollo Crews won. So now it is a one-on-one with no outside help from the Hurt Business.
Man, I like the Hurt Business.
I
I
do
feel like they might get another member because I follow MVP on his Instagram, and he posted a picture of him saying afraid, and he got a picture. It's a picture of him next to Critic Alexander, and I was like, that's right. Just keep going around recruiting these black guys into this group.
But he's not bald though, so he doesn't fit in the BBB.
MVP not bald. He's got a low cut.
But he's the mouthpiece. He doesn't have to be bald. And plus, he's light skinned too. That really doesn't count. Or he's high yellow, as they like to say.
I'm about to say you always need a high yellow guy to be your mouthpiece.
High yellow.
High yellow. The house brother.
He passes the paper bag test. Do you know what the paper bag test is, Marv?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, it's a thing black fraternities do and sororities. For like, there's like certain ones where like they only take like the real pretty boys and like the hot bitches.
Yeah.
So if you're lighter than a paper bag, you can join the fraternity or sorority.
Wow.
It's called the paper bag test. It's colorism within the black community.
That's messed up.
Yeah. The paper bag
It
test.
is. It's fucked up. But at least they're hazing and ain't some shit to kill you.
Yeah, because white boys will kill you. But anyway, Zelina Vega, she was approached backstage by whatchamacallit from Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins. She was approached by Angelo Dawkins. He said he had some security footage because they added some extra security for Retribution messing stuff up. There's a video of her putting the poison into Montez's forged drink.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Even though Bianca Belair broke into her house while she was on that live stream,
that was cool, but it was kind of stupid at the same time. It was. I'm
it
both
was,
ways on that one.
It was, but it was just funny that Selena Vega was having a regular interview. You just hear her go, "What the hell are you doing in my house?" And I'm like,
wasn't she live on Twitch when that happened?
Yeah, she was live on Twitch doing that interview with what the hell's that? What the hell's her name to be in the back?
Kayla Braxton. Yeah, it was
she
Kayla.
A live interview with her on through Twitch. You can see what the hell are you doing here? And all of a sudden Bianca Belair came whooping that ass, and all of a sudden you see the camera just go up, and you just hear her screaming and shit. And I was like, damn it, why can't the camera stay focused right there? It looks so much better for a storyline to actually see them fight it out on the chair.
I don't think you can have an actual fight on Twitch. That's why.
Well, you can have a fight on Twitch if it's planned, especially if it's like WWE and sports. You can. You just can't have like a legitimate fight. You can't show nudity.
Probably because it was on her personal account and not like a WWE account. I think that's why you can't get away with it.
Oh.
Because,
you can't be Paige. You can't be Paige walking around with the puppies hanging out damn near all the way out.
Oh yeah,
damn shirt.
Paige doesn't give a fuck at this point. Her tits are just basically you say everything but areola when Paige is streaming.
I gotta go watch Paige's stream.
I'm telling you, boy, Paige got the green screen, Mars, so you just see just her, but all you focus on is just her upper chest. You don't care for what she's saying. Like she's not talking. Her titties are talking for her. She's just there.
Yeah, that's basically all it is. Yeah.
Like if she got a green screen to put over her like neck up and just stood there and talked, I bet you she'd get the highest amount of Twitch followers ever. I swear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We had to return to Mickie James to the ring, but she lost to Natalya because the whole time, who came out during that match? It was Seth Rollins, right? That came out during that match, and he was just talking shit on commentary.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, that was a waste of a match.
The man that has my last name ain't better than me. Continue.
Raw Underground. It saw Eric of the Viking Raiders take on Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler choked his ass out.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I like Raw Underground
Yeah.
for some weird reason.
Yeah. Even though the rules don't quite make sense, but hey. And
Hey man, look, you heard
under
Shane. The
those
only rule of fight on Raw Underground is just you gotta fight. That's all it is.
under those circumstances, I'm fine that the rules make no sense because that's entertaining.
Like now they're not in the Performance Center no more. I need them to stay in the Performance Center, and I need to see a segment of that every Raw. Because at this point right now, Raw is still boring. It's all out shit. But Raw Underground is the thing that makes you want to watch it. It's like waiting for it's like waiting for what the hell is that shit they have on SmackDown?
Mm-hmm.
With Tyler Breeze and the Fandango.
The Fashion Files.
Yeah, it was like Fashion Files. SmackDown was cool, but everybody was watching it for the Fashion Files.
Oh yeah, the Fashion Files was fire.
And I actually found out why that shit lasted so long and why it ended so abruptly. Because Tyler Breeze explained it to them on the New Day's podcast. He explained what happened.
Uh-huh.
And it's so fucking stupid. So apparently, when they got called up, they had nothing for him to do. So they said when Fandango got hurt, they wanted him to do basically like cold case files and just try to see can he find them. So he was like, what do I have for this? They was like, well, do whatever you want. Just try to make it entertaining. So he was like, okay, cool. He do whatever he want. But then when Fandango came back, it was like, okay, he had the cop outfit and shit like that. And he said it was only because the last 2 episodes of Fandango came back. He said, but then they were sitting in a meeting and they was like, okay, this is what's happening. This was happening. Oh, Fashion Files has a segment. Okay, they got their segment and they just kept talking. He was like, wait, what you mean? We got a third segment. They was like, yeah, just keep doing whatever you're doing. And he was like, to really be honest, they like what we were doing. They was like, they said we was trending more than SmackDown was itself alone. So they was like, every Thursday, they was giving us an episode and telling us to do whatever you want. Right. He said, you do it every day, all the way up until, he said it was one pay-per-view. And then they was like, they don't have enough time to put it in the pay-per-view. And he said that they said, oh yeah, y'all be on SmackDown that next following week. And he said they just never bring it back up again. He said, so I guess they just forgot about us.
That sounds like WWE. They're like, yeah, we'll get you next week. Never happens again. Sounds like WWE.
But look, what's so funny? Look, what's so funny because the first one they had with Fandango and Breeze, they wrote the script for them and they said, just work it and make it your own. And they did it. And they said that's the first time they ever seen everybody in there, including Vince, laugh. And they was like, okay, go ahead and go out there and do that. And it was like every week Vince was like, hey, I got another episode of Fashion Files, so I need y'all to just go do whatever you want. So it was like all the shit we was printing out, all the stuff on the background of the board and all that. It was like we was making that probably like 20, 30 minutes before like our segment came up. We was in like the computer room just printing up and making shit just to have it. And it was like the fun time we ever had. And he was like, I'm not gonna lie, that was the most I got seen on TV. And then they just forgot about us, and that was it.
Also on Raw Underground, we had Nia Jax versus the 4 horsewomen of MMA.
Basically.
Yeah. Now I didn't actually see that segment.
There.
It was cool
Nia Jax there because Nia got there and she beat up one of the girls. I forgot her name.
I think it was Jasmine.
Robert Strong's wife.
It was Jasmine.
She beat Robert.
Marina Shafir. Marina Shafir.
Yeah, she beat her up, and then Blaze got in there, and they had cameras all over the place, like it was like World Star, like they was about to really throw down. And as soon as Blaze went to go toward her, she just like, I don't know, it was weird, but Nia Jax got down and rolled off the thing like she was rolling under the ropes and walked away. And I was like, that was awkward. Like, there's no ropes there. Why'd you just roll away? But I ain't gonna lie, like people online was like, yeah, that's right, put Nia Jax on there because it's called it's called Underground. You can hurt people. She hurt people for a living, so she fit there better.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? They got a point. She do fit there, so I kind of just want to see her on there now.
And the main event, Shawn Michaels came out to discuss not only the main event of SummerSlam, which is Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, but to discuss Randy Orton's disrespect to Ric Flair last week, punting his head off and take him off of WWE TV forever.
First of all, that punt was still trash. The lights went out. and I understand why they did it, but still.
They said it was retribution, but we know why they did it, so they could hide the fact that he didn't actually get kicked. Anyway.
Yeah, because I don't think Ric Flair can sell a punt right now. He might fucking get hit with like a little tap and actually might end up in the hospital again for real. So
yeah.
It is what it is, but.
So anyway, of course, Randy Orton caught Shawn Michaels with an RKO and a punt. We knew that was coming. It was just how long they can string along the segment before it happens.
But the internet is mad at the fact that Shawn Michaels didn't sell the punt or the RKO because he was up on his feet right after.
Yeah, because nobody else has gotten up from the punt. Not Edge, not Christian, not Big Show. So yeah, that
really nobody. Shawn Michaels was the first person ever to get up off the punt and get kicked. Since Randy brought the punt out, not one person has like gotten up from that punt. God
damn it, Shawn Michaels, you ruined the punt.
Hey man, you're not gonna ruin that man. He just came back and his hair growing back somewhat. You got him fucked up.
His hair looks sad.
Hey man, look, bro. I'm happy he cut it bald, but that motherfucker looked like the yellow M&M. It's sad. Like I hate that he cut it bald. I wish he'd have been like, look, I got enough money. I can go get some hair plants and just cut this bitch short and let's leave it at that. But he looked weird without his hair.
Yeah. SmackDown. What happened on SmackDown? Nothing really happened since last week on SmackDown, right?
Nothing big at all, really. Just like a regular SmackDown.
Oh, Asuka won the Battle Royal. So now she has 2 title matches at SummerSlam. She on Raw she won against Bayley to face Sasha, but then on SmackDown she won the Battle Royal to have a match with Bayley, because Bayley's the SmackDown champion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking Asuka beats Bayley and becomes the SmackDown champion, leaving Sasha the Raw champion and the tag team champion, because it turns the tables in terms of the relationship. Because for the last 6 months or so, while Bayley has been the SmackDown champion, she's always been like the leader of their team, while Sasha's just been in the background. She only had 1 title. Bayley's been doing all the talking. She's talking for Sasha, telling Sasha to take matches. And now Sasha said, "Oh, Bayley, you fight Asuka if Asuka wants to fight me." So it shows like a shift in the tide between the two of them, because they're still playing the long game with this rivalry from whenever they break them up.
Lola, I'm seeing it like this, and this is how I kind of want to see it. That would make sense. I'm seeing Bayley winning because Sasha helped her.
Right.
But I see Sasha losing her belt and Bayley don't help her. And all that does is make Sasha pissed off that she want Bayley to lose her belt. And then that just starts the beef between them two right then and there for her to try to get that belt off of her now, because she didn't help her win her belt.
So you're saying they lose the tag titles after they break up? Because they'll still have the tag titles. Okay. I can work with that.
So Asuka got to win the Raw belt. Bayley is not going to help Sasha. It's going to make Sasha mad and not trust Bayley no more. And then when they fight for the tag team belts, Sasha's not going to help tag in and let Bayley do all the work. So when Bayley lose, that just put a spark between them now, because you didn't help her win her belt, and she didn't help you keep tag team titles. And that only leaves them two to fight now against each other for the SmackDown belt to see who is the real wrestler of this title.
So Sunday night, who has their match first, Bayley or Sasha? So under your circumstances, Bayley would have to have her match first, right? So that way the friendship is still good, and then Sasha has her match later, and then the friendship is sour.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
Because I don't see Asuka being holding 2 belts, because I don't really want to see her hold 2 belts. Like, that shit is already annoying as it is. Everybody holding the 2 belts at this point now.
Yeah, we got Sasha, we got Bayley, we got Evil in New Japan. John Moxley is a double champion. It's multiple brands, but he's a double champion. He's the AEW World Champion, and he's still the IWGP United States Champion, because they haven't stripped him yet.
That's the only good thing I like about New Japan. They don't strip you from your belt when circumstances happen. You got to physically lose your belt or relinquish it yourself.
Yeah. And Kenny Omega, who is the AEW Tag Team Champion, he's also the AAA Mega Champion.
Yeah.
He's still the Mega Champion.
this is too much. That's enough with the double titles. Unless somebody gonna do like how Kurt and Bobby did and win all the belts at this point.
All the belts.
I don't give a fuck about this 2 title shit no more. 2 titles don't mean nothing because everybody can. It seems like everybody can do it at this point now. But if you can win all the belts, then I say something different.
Yeah, but that's the problem then, because winning all the belts, all of a sudden that won't be special anymore either.
It won't be, but it got to be somebody that's like can legit look like they can win them all. Like okay, let's say Brock show back up. Oh, and let's say Brock wins the Universal title on SmackDown.
Wins the WWE.
Yeah, let's say when you do SmackDown.
Wins the NXT belt. Beats Walter for the NXT UK belt.
Yeah, let's say he do it because we know Brock's capable of doing it in real life than he is in wrestling. He's capable of beating most everybody's ass in a real fight.
I still want to see Brock Walter because I want to see Brock sell those chops.
First of all, we got to wait till the world get back to the way it is so we can have a goddamn another Survivor. No, not Survivor Series.
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Yeah, we got to have another Survivor Series where they have NXT brand show up and they just got to throw NXT UK just in it just for the hell of it because that's still NXT no matter what it is.
Yeah. No, because didn't Toni Storm have a match in Survivor Series?
Yeah, but she was also wrestling on NXT when she was still wrestling for them because remember she was NXT UK champion, but she was still under the NXT regular brand itself.
Yeah, she was on both brands. You're right. So speaking of SummerSlam, here's the rundown. We have the Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza. Mm-hmm. We got Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. We got Apollo Crews versus MVP for the United States Championship. And as we were saying earlier, Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are barred from ringside. We have Sasha versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Champion. We have Bayley versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Champion. We have Braun versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship. And from what I understand, it is not a cinematic match.
I'm cool with that. I don't know. Braun look weird with that bald head. Now he like a giant ass pedophile.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was kind of confused by the bald head. I'm either way on it. It's whatever. And speaking of bald heads, we have Mandy versus Sonya in a hair versus hair match.
That's gonna be weird after that whole shit that happened with Sonya Deville and that stalker.
Yeah, it definitely is. We'll get to that in a second. And also Dominic versus Rey versus Seth Rollins in a street fight
with Rey Mysterio in Dominic corner.
Yeah, and Murphy
and Seth Rollins corner. And it's gonna be weird because WWE already showed off Dominic's music on the YouTube page already, so we already know what that song is. Yeah. And then Dominic and Rey also showed off his gear being somewhat made by the same Japanese guy that does Rey Mysterio gear. Uh-huh. So I was like, that don't surprise nobody now. Like, damn it, I wanted to be surprised what his music was going to be and what his gear was going to look like. Now I already got a hand-eye on it. I'm like, damn, I don't even give a fuck no more now.
It's 2020. We find out stuff beforehand. That's just the way it is. So yeah, Sonya Deville had somebody break into her house and try to kidnap her, and that was what Tuesday, right? Or Monday?
Yeah, that was Tuesday.
Or Monday. For Thursday, Shotzi Blackheart had someone steal her car, and her ring gear was in her car, and it was in front of her house. The car was parked in front of her house, her apartment building. So within 5 days, you have 2 female wrestlers being stalked. I'm thinking people are just hanging out like down the block from the Performance Center. They're waiting for them to drive by, and then they follow them home.
Sandra, the real one, was different, though, because that dude that was stalking her and trying to kidnap her actually had a knife on him to kidnap her.
Oh, shit.
And then when they showed off his Twitter account, it was all Sandra the real shit, bro. Like, his Twitter account was just reposts of everything that she ever
he
reposted.
Was a stalker,
or something. He was a legit stalker. Like, he literally was going to kidnap her on some real shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then we also couldn't find out that Mandy was also with her when it happened.
Oh, that's nice. You're hanging out, breaking kayfabe. That's nice.
Hey, man. Then they had to break kayfabe, bro, because, if it wasn't a real stalker, they probably would never said Mandy was there. But now that it was legit, Sandra Real life on the line, and Mandy was there, that means her life could also been on the line. So
Yeah.
they had to tell that shit.
Yeah. I mean, they still have a business together, so whatever. We know. But it's nice to think that they don't hang out in real life because they're in a feud. But whatever.
Yeah, they butt buddies. They was in NXT Tough Enough when they came on TV again. They was in that same class together.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been friends since that long. So we know they're gonna be together. That's like iconic. The motherfuckers been enemy friends since damn near high school. So ain't no way in hell them two not never gonna be together.
And on Saturday night, the card for TakeOver 30, we got Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Championship. We have Adam Cole versus some ex-jock loser podcaster guy.
You know what's funny? It's funny. I hate Pat. What's his name?
McAfee.
What?
I hate him too. He's a fucking tool.
I hate him as much as you hate what you call it?
Rosenberg?
Yes. Oh my God, I hate that.
Okay, I don't hate Pat McAfee that much. I just don't give a fuck. That's what I am on Pat McAfee. I just don't give a fuck.
The only reason I hate Pat
I
McAfee.
don't care enough to hate him.
Look, the only reason I hate Pat McAfee is the same reason why the same exact things what Adam Cole was saying. Motherfucker, you was part of a good team, but all you was a kicker. Nigga, you could be replaced by anybody on the street that can kick a ball.
Yes.
Basically, you're worthless. And you're up here talking like, oh, if it wasn't for you, the team you was on would never made the Super Bowl. Nigga, what? What the fuck kind of shit are you talking? You're not the team.
Meanwhile,
you're just a kicker.
Meanwhile, Adam Cole was the leader of one of the most dominant factions ever.
Yep, and it's almost like, oh, you needed help to help you win your belts. I'm like, no, he didn't. Like, out of all the NXT takeovers, Adam Cole been a part of, Undisputed probably helped 3 times.
So yeah, it actually wasn't that many.
So you can't even claim that shit. I was like, bro, like McAfee, you don't know what you're talking about. And I hate the fact that McAfee be there with the little the wrestlers in the back when pay-per-views are happening.
Yeah.
He just be constantly talking. I'm like, I wish the dude would just shut the fuck up. Like, he is annoying as hell.
Now, I will give Pat McAfee this much credit. The promo he cut this week on NXT, that shit was beautiful. That was passionate. His delivery was on point. But I just don't give a fuck.
Bro, that damn kick he gave Adam Cole last week and laid him out, and Triple H pushed McAfee like damn near 40 feet back. I was like, bro, even though I know it's a stage, I said that push Triple H did was a little OD right there.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was telling Kelvin that when we were talking the other day. I was like, I just don't give a fuck about Pat McAfee. I just don't.
I don't either. I don't really care for the man in real life or in sports.
I don't see his purpose of being there.
To me, he's on the same bar as James Ellsworth. He is worthless.
Then we have Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship. I think Karrion Kross might win.
You think so?
I think so. Because
I thought he was going to fight Adam Cole. He was going to win it when he did the whole TikTok thing, and then Adam Cole lost the belt. And I was like, well, that storyline I wanted to see.
Yep. Then we got Breezango versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Branch versus Legado del Fantasma.
That's a long ass name.
Yeah. We got Finn Balor. We got Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher. That I want to see. That's going to be a fire ass match.
It's going to be hard as hell. I know Finn Balor going to have some handprints on his chest.
Yeah. And I guess what's going to be probably the semi-main event. Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Cameron Grimes versus Johnny Gargano versus Velveteen Dream in a ladder match for the North American Championship.
Bro, people are still getting on Velveteen Dream for the whole simple fact of that
the alleged
allegation shit.
Yeah. That was the first.
And I was like,
that was the first thing I saw on Instagram after he appeared that night. It was like, oh, they let the child molester back. I was like, what?
I was like, first of all, you can't even say that. WWE took him off television. I mean, they took him off television for legal reasons to find out if the shit is true or not. And they bring him back on TV. Guess what? That means they found out that the shit is not true.
Now, mind you, that was the second time they took him off of TV for the same event because they had already investigated it once. And then when the speaking out movement popped up a couple months ago, they brought it up again, so they took him off of TV again. But they had already investigated it with him specifically.
Yeah, but like I said, you know how WWE is now. WWE is a traded business now with investors.
Yeah, you have to take sexual assault seriously now. So
Yeah, so like everybody need to like go suck a dick and shut the hell up right now, because if WWE did investigation, because ever since that whole thing with fucking Enzo, now they got to go into deep investigation, bro. If they came back and said, guess what, you can wrestle again, guess what? That means that they didn't find shit, so you could just move on.
Yep. And NXT will be going on 1 hour right after Saturday Night Dynamite. AEW is moving to Saturday night this week. That's why we haven't talked about AEW yet this week, because there was no show. There really wasn't. I don't even know what's happening this week. I don't really have any like spoilers for the show.
Your guess is as good as mine, because I don't either.
I assume they're going to follow up on Jericho Orange Cassidy. I assume they're going to follow up on Cody Brody Lee going into All Out. You still got MJF and Moxley going into All Out. You got, what is it? The Young Bucks, FTR. Well, no, they're on the same page right now. I wouldn't say it's really a rivalry, but Omega and Hangman Page don't have an opponent yet for All Out.
Look, even though I know AEW didn't have no match this week or no show this week, Dark was off the chain, bro. They brought every indie person they could to fight some of these people, and I was like, bro, some of the indie people was some motherfuckers I watched for a while that I was hoping they'd go to either NXT or AEW. Mm-hmm. They brought so many people to fight a lot of people, and I was like, bro, why is this fucking AEW After Dark is so lit for some weird reason?
Now, the women's tag team tournament, it's not even on Dark. It's just randomly coming on Monday nights. I was expecting to see this on the main show, on Dynamite. But then there was like, oh, it's on YouTube. It was like, oh, okay, so it's going to be on during Dark. It's not even on Dark. It's on its own show on Monday. Yeah, because
I watched the first round on YouTube, and I was okay, cool. They must have posted it for people that missed it. And then I saw the second round, and I was like, okay, is this a YouTube thing? Because this is kind of weird.
And I'm not saying this to shit on them. I'm saying this because it's a fact. They have very, very few high-level female wrestlers in their company. I forgot what match I was watching, but it involved Brandy Rhodes. She was in the match, but it didn't have to do with her. But somebody was I'm sorry, it was her. It was her and Allie versus, I don't know who they were facing. The girl, I think Allie super kicked some girl, right? So the girl, instead of taking a bump, she just stood up straight. And then she literally turned around. She took 2 steps to turn around for Brandy to super kick her in the face. That looked horrible.
No, what looked horrible is Phoenix getting that ground and pound on Homeboy hitting his shoulder. For some reason, I think they need to fire the cameraman or get some better cameraman. Get some people at WWE let go that was cameraman to come over there, because that shit was horrible. I've seen people do fake punches, and I get it. You do them when you're doing fury punches like that. Uh-huh. But Phoenix was hitting him like this.
Oh yeah. He was hitting
for a split second. I thought it was Sheamus. I thought Sheamus was in the ring. I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, there's also another thing. People were getting on Mike Chioda for going to AEW. They was like so sad that Mike Chioda had to go to AEW, but then Mike Chioda got on his Twitter. He was like, "Bro, I'm happy to come here to be around some old friends I haven't been around in years and have fun again."
And he put on a little bit of weight.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, look, that motherfucker been eating.
The quarantine 15.
What?
And
quarantine to 50 more pounds, not 15.
Speaking of old friends, Randy Orton had something to say on Twitter about old friends. Matt Jackson, he posted on Instagram a clip from last week's Dynamite. It said, hold on, where is it? I really stuck that landing, didn't I? So Randy Orton replied, "Sweet landing, but you didn't hit anybody." Because the dive he did out the ring last week, I think it was on Dark Order. Yeah, it was Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. That's who they had a match against. So then Randy Orton replied, "Tell Cody, Goldust, Harper, Swags, Jack Swagger, Y2J, Hardy, Ryder, Spears, Ambrose, Arn, Malenko, and Gunn, and most importantly, FTR, what's up?" So he named every ex-WWE person in AEW. Now, here's a funny thing. He went back and forth between AEW versus WWE names. Because he said Goldust, he said Ryder, he said Swagger, he said Ambrose. But meanwhile, he said Harper, but he said FTR, and he said Spears. So, he was
Now, this is the thing that's funny, right? From sources online and people who work in WWE, almost every big name star in WWE has contacted AEW, except for Goldberg and Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of find out that AEW want Goldberg to show up, not to wrestle, but to be like how Medusa and Eric Bischoff did, just to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody on Twitter asked Goldberg, "Is your contract coming up?" Because they keep asking about Goldberg going there. And he told his contract is from 2 more years, and he got 2 more matches each year before it's done.
It's 2023.
Yeah, he has 2 matches, I think, each year until it's over.
Yeah, he's got 6 more matches in WWE.
I was like, what kind of fucking contract this nigga got?
Oh, wait, I missed the part. Mac Jackson then replied back to Randy Orton, "Tell Paul thank you for the generous offer in 2018. Hope you're all happy and healthy." Because, so many people in WWE are catching COVID.
That's funny as hell. You know what's really more funny? AEW have a real live audience there.
Yeah, we talked about that last week while you weren't here. They've been letting just, small groups of people in, and the way they're doing it is like the people let's say you come with a group of 5 people. They'll put you in 5 seats together, and to the left and to the right, they'll block off 3 or 4 seats, and then they'll put another group of people. But then they won't use the row in front of you, and they won't use the row behind you. So everybody is properly social distanced. And building security will say something to you if you pull your mask down. So you have to wear your mask the whole time you're there.
Hey, man, look, at least AEW taking some initiative to actually trying to get fans back in there so you can get some real oohs and ahs.
Wait, no. WWE is fixing that tonight. We're all going to be in the Thunderdome.
Yeah, but that's tonight, and that's virtual. So that depends on how the internet work, and hopefully we don't get that same one dude that takes up like 30 monitors by himself.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about last night, man. Like, I sat there for half an hour, and the stream never started for me. And the fact that the directions say if you hit refresh, you will be kicked out of the stream.
Well, in your defense, there was still some screens blacked out when they did do it, so I guess some people can't even get up there also. So you probably was in there, but you was one of the black screens. You just couldn't do nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be weird tonight. Watch SmackDown. At least they're in a bigger spot. I got tired of the Performance Center. It was already small and cramped as it was.
Now it worked. See, if they had used the NXT people as crowd noise from the beginning, like WrestleMania weekend, it probably wouldn't have been so bad. But regardless, I'm tired of the NXT people being the crowd because it just doesn't sound right. Because like when they boo, their boos are just boo. It's not like they're angry at the heel. It's just they're just booing because they're supposed to boo.
I'm not gonna lie though. When they are there and people are cutting promos and you hear somebody out there say something that's funny as hell, like they got Seth Rollins last Monday.
Yeah.
I think that's the most funny shit ever because you don't really get to hear the crowd when there's a live crowd there. You don't get to hear shit people are saying. But with them there and they start saying shit like when he was like, he told Dominic, "Your dad is gone," and somebody across said, "That's why he lost an eye." And you see Seth crack that smile to break character. I was in my room dying. I said, "Why is that the most funniest thing ever?" I was like, I love hearing them talk so you can actually hear them. But at the same time, I just don't like the fact that they're standing all the damn time.
Yeah,
and then
that
you
too.
see them move around a lot. Like nigga, you supposed to have 6 feet. Motherfuckers be like right behind somebody, like 2 feet within them. They're banging on the glass and stuff. I'm like, bro, like this shit is annoying as hell at some points.
And the fact that Street Profits still go through the crowd to get to the ring, that's not social distancing either.
Shit, what you call it? Remember, like, don't forget when Dominic first showed up and started being on 1-7. Remember, he came through the crowd.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
So what's the purpose of the
plexiglass?
Glass? Yeah, like what's the purpose of it? Niggas still can come through it. Hell, Rebellion came through it like what 3-4 times.
Basically almost every time.
It's a weird thing. I'm just waiting for us to get kind of back to normal at this point now.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully SmackDown will do somewhat good. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yep. You got any more news that I didn't cover?
Besides New Japan is doing wrestling events again, and they have a small crowd and everything, and as of right now, shit, they're living it, bro. They're up to speed, but still wrestling, even though they was gone for that long period of time, like a good grace period. I watched their last little so-called pay-per-view match they had,
right?
And I was like, this is still better than watching Raw or AEW. It's fucking sad.
Yeah. Oh,
like
here's
even though hold on, even though it's quiet, that strong style sounds way more dangerous now.
Yeah. Here's a little joke post that I saw the other day. Someone was comparing because they're saying how Tony Khan is fantasy booking AEW, so they made some comparisons between the AEW roster and the WWE roster over the last 15, 20 years. So they said MJF is The Rock. I can kind of see it. Moxley is Austin, obviously. Chris Jericho is Hulk Hogan. Orange Cassidy is Triple H. Kenny Omega is Bret Hart plus Ric Flair. They said Hangman Page is John Cena plus HBK.
I can kind of see that.
Darby Allin is Undertaker. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I get him that one.
Ray Phoenix is Mysterio, obviously.
Yeah.
And the Young Bucks are obviously the Hardy Boys. The one that doesn't make sense to me is Omega. I would say Omega is Triple H, not Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
I can see him being more Triple H than anything else.
Because he's extra dramatic for no reason, like Triple H was it sometimes.
Who they said Omega was Triple H, and they said Kenny Omega was who?
They said Omega is Bret Hart plus Ric Flair. I don't see that. Like I said, I see him as being Triple H. They said Orange Cassidy is Triple H. I would say Orange Cassidy is Gilbert.
I won't say that. I say Orange Cassidy is not Gilbert. I say Orange Cassidy is more
Spike
of hell no. Hell no. Oh shit! Fucking the whole Dark Order is Spike Dudley.
Santino.
No. He's more like the Hurricane.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's more like the Hurricane.
I'll take that
because he's stuck in that gimmick for real. But when it's come time down to wrestle, like when Hurricane from Hurricane to Gregory Helms, you could tell that between that superhero persona was for fun and games, but when it got time to be serious, he was a good wrestler. Orange Cassidy. The persona of playing around and not doing shit and doing little light kicks, but when it comes down to him wrestling, he really can show that he can actually do some stuff in the ring that you would not think for him to do. So I pay him more as Gregory Helms.
Yeah, and I think that's it for tonight.
Wow, we got done right at 8:00 on the dot again.
Yeah, look at that.
We're getting good at this.
Yeah, and remember, you can sign up for the W Network for $9.99 a month, or
I thought it was free.
Or you can join AEW Heelz for $49.99 a year. They want the $50 up front. It's not, $10 a month. They want the $50 up front. If you want to join
they no canceling or run away from us.
However, it does support local women's shelters in the Jacksonville area. So That's your
I ain't
choice.
doing WWE. I might join AEW then.
I'm Darth Messiah, and you are, sir?
Alex the motherfucking Hill.
Good night, Gnarly Marv. And we're out.